Getting pretty windy out here. There's a lot of rain on the way. Check it out. Ooh, it's working. Yay! One tank nearly full. To tell you the truth, I haven't actually checked the level of the gutter on the outside, so let's give it a go. First time yet? Yay! Thank God. The bubble is not in the middle. That's what you want. You want it to go down this way. So here are the planks. These are 7x1s. We're gonna actually install these over here behind the, forget the technical word for it. Well, the bit that holds the tunnel together, halfway between the ridge bar and the foundation. So here we're gonna put this board here, and we're gonna screw it in, basically, let's check here, with fairly big screws from here to here. And that'll hold this board in place, and then from the outside we're going to continue with our gutter project. One thing that's really important is you gotta get some of this heat patch tape, I believe it's called, our anti-hotspot tape, and because you got to put that in at the corners here, wherever it's kind of at a critical point where the wind might actually tear it over time, rubbing off the corner of the wood. So up here I wouldn't bother. We're just going to put wood on the other side. Now we've decided to go with these screws here. So these are 10 centimeters long, and hopefully they won't poke through on the other side, and we know they don't when we put the wood on here. Check it out. Now, because of this bar here, the iron bar, of course it won't actually even reach there, as you can see here. So we have to drill these holes out a little bit with this flat drill bit here, so that the head of the screw can sink into the hole enough for the top to actually go through the wood that we're putting on from the outside. Now that's the next board in place. Now I'm just going to lower it down a bit and then fasten it. We have a bit of wood here to keep a distance here, so that's the equivalent of what the actual bar is and the fastener. So we're going to push that in here. There we go, all done, and we're going to send the screw through. We're very pleased with the results, to see it from the outside for the first time. Fairly happy with the way the greenhouse turned out anyway. It was only second hand anyway, so it's not perfectly straight, but look at that, we have a nice clean edge of wood here now to attach our gutter to, and it's very stable too, and it's actually stabilizing the plastic too even more. So alright, so here we have our 3x2s treated, which are cut off at an angle 35 degrees actually, just diagonally. So we're going to try and see and put it on here. Kind of difficult to do while holding the camera, but look at that. Isn't that just perfect? That'll give us a nice edge to attach the gutter to, and we'll hold the plastic in place too. We'll put a screw every 15 centimeters, as I've been recommended by Charles from the Bull on Arc. That's cool. We also have a bit of wiggle room. We could always go up and down a bit if we wanted to adjust the level, but I think we'll be fine because the whole board, the 7x1 board on the inside of the plastic, is actually already set up to actually go down this way towards the water tanks. So I think we're good to go. We could just keep it in the middle, and we'll keep checking it with the level as we go. of battery. What am I going to do now? Even my spare drill is out of battery too. Well, I'll have to resort to cheap and cheerful secondary. Better than nothing. Oh, here are the gutters. I went for the round design, like this, and the black one. The other one is white and square, so this one seemed nicer. And I got, hopefully, enough of it to cover the whole length of the greenhouse. And here are all the practical bits that you need. Here's a right angle, which I need for the end. This goes down into the downspout, into the tank, water tank. Here's how you, this bit is how you connect two bits of gutter. And these bits just hold the gutter up in between. That's all there's to it. Now let's try another spot. Good stuff. We have a fair old fall, I'd say at least 1% anyway, maybe 2. Didn't really calculate it because the ground here is actually not level. Well, this is the end of day 2 on the gutter. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the results. You can have a look here. Pretty cool. I think it's going to work. There's a rain shower on the way, and I'm just on my way to the greenhouse, and I'm going to pump the water across to another water tank so I can save 2 tanks worth of water before I have the connections done at the bottom. I'm carrying this pump here, and I'm going to pump the water now and just make a hole in the top of the first tank so I can put the lower D pump into it. Look at that. Already got 1 tank nearly full, so that's awesome. I'm going to put another tank here now and pump the water out. I think I've got all the tools I need. I'm going to cut a hole into the top of the first tank here. I know what you're thinking, you're wrecking the tank, but really I do need to have access to the top of this, at least to one of the tanks, so I can get in here manually with a watering can. That's what I'm doing in the greenhouse up the road. And this is the size of the hole in the top of the tank, and it's too small. It's too small for the pump, so let's see if we can get it. It'll take a while. I'll put you on time lapse. Alright, that's that done. Jeez, it's never easy to cut a hole into plastic that thick, and of course you can't really avoid cutting yourself either. You can see the water is lovely and clean here, so this hole is perfectly sized for a watering can, so you can get nearly all the way down to the bottom. There it is. Just need to get the battery and the cable and some pipe. This is the battery that we're going to use. Is this heavy? So all we do here is we just we have the 40mm flange, I believe it is. It's a 40mm connection anyway, and we're going to put the hose. This is actually the hose here, and let me show you here. There's the rest of it. So we're going to attach that here. Now we're going to attach these cables here onto the battery. Before we turn on the pump, we better put this hose somewhere where the water can flow, for example. Alright, let's throw the pump in here slowly, and we'll attach the cable the other side. We will just attach the cable here to the battery. Here it goes. Oh my god. Actually not. Check it out. Good bit of flow on that. I think these pumps can pump to about 2.5 meters in height. Maybe it's more. There it goes. Now, I just want to make sure that no cats or other creatures will fall into the tank and drown here, so I'm going to close it off with a strawberry crate until I make a lid for it made out of wood. Alright, that's about it. Very happy with the results so far. Look at that. We have, I don't know how many litres that is. Oh yeah, here, 700 litres and another 200 there. In 2 days, of course, it is a storm coming in, so we'll see how much it is tomorrow. Thanks for watching the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends. We'd appreciate it very much. And see you the next time. Bye bye.